What's up with it? It's your boy King, aka Kid Sin, and we jumping out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards. Yeah. Every time we get into it about something crazy can happen. So I feel like that's a big risk.
Man, I feel like you're the one out of all your siblings, like you like the rebel out of everybody.
Yeah.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Period. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So, man, go.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said he know not true. Silver spoon. I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, I used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath.
Every
And
day.
no tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready?
What was the reason?
Because he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was sucking and pacify.
You're not ready for this one? T.I. and his family are back in the headlines, and the tea is boiling over. So here's what's got everybody talking. T.I.'s son, King Harris, just had a major meltdown, and it wasn't over music or fame. Word on the street is that someone allegedly outed him for being on the DL, and now there's a whole new twist. Folks are saying the baby he's claiming might not even be his. Yep, you heard that right. Drama is spilling all over the place, and we're about to break it down piece by piece. Born on August 25th, 2004 in Atlanta, Georgia, King Ciandre Harris came into the world already halfway famous, being the son of hip-hop heavyweight T.Y. and the ever-fabulous Tiny Harris. But don't get it twisted. He wasn't just some rich kid sitting pretty. King was part of a huge blended family, one of 7 children, all of them growing up right in front of our eyes on national TV. Y'all remember T.I. and Tiny? The Family Hustle, right? That show had the whole world tuned in to see how this superstar crew lived. We watched King go from a sassy little kid to a bold teenager.
I could go back to when King was Eris's age. I can go back to when Major was my granddaughter's age. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for Family Hustle.
Hello?
Who is it?
Okay.
Who is it?
Okay. For the whole month? All right.
Hello?
Bye.
Who is
Right on our screens, but behind all those camera smiles, there was something off. Hello? Who's really raising who? Turns out, life at home wasn't all glitz and glam. Even though the show tried to sell us a picture-perfect family, King later revealed things were very different behind the scenes. According to him, he didn't even live full-time with his parents. Nope, he said he spent most of his time at his grandma's house, only being picked up by T.I. and Tiny when it was time to shoot episodes for the show.
I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my...
That's wild. The Family Hustle might have been good for ratings, but King's real-life hustle looked a lot different. That setup sounds more like a Hollywood script than a healthy home. Despite it all, King kept growing up in that spotlight. And just like his pops, he started catching a serious vibe for music. King didn't waste any time chasing his come-up. He jumped straight into music, laying down tracks and dropping new heat, all while tapping into his business side.
My fan base in Atlanta from these past shows that I've been doing with Double F and on the tour that I just did. So I want to say it's growing. And the album gonna be crazy. So they're gonna, when I started to get into the music, like for real, because we ain't broadcast that as much. Cause I realized I wanted to do music, like, I want to say, not the beginning, but almost the beginning of school. Like we was in there a couple months, 2 months.
In November 2023.
With his last name already ringing bells in the industry, King leaned into that legacy, especially with a father like T.I., who's been running the rap game for decades and even got a couple Grammys under his belt. That family name gave him a major boost, but it came with some serious expectations. Then came November 2023, and things got messy. A video hit the internet showing King and T.I. arguing like crazy, and the topic, how King was raised. T.I. told him straight up, he had a silver spoon life, but King wasn't having it. He clapped back, saying he didn't grow up soft, and that the streets were part of him, not some luxury crib behind gates. T.I. even tried to hit him with the classic hood test. You ain't never woke up with a roach on your face. But King still stood 10 toes down, saying the hood was where he belonged, not in some rich man's bubble. He made it clear he wasn't trying to claim the gated community life.
Communication with all my kids, I try to listen as much as I speak to them.
Right.
And from his position here, man, I don't just want to be celebrity's kid. Like, I don't want to live off of y'all's success. I don't want to have to just be in y'all's shadow.
But like clockwork, here comes the next headline. King, just like many celeb kids, got caught up in drama. In September 2022, he jumped on Instagram and said he'd been arrested and was being held. No details, just vibes. That silence only made things worse. Folks came for T.I., calling him out and blaming him for not raising King right. T.I. wasn't about to sit back while the internet dragged his parenting. As soon as the backlash started flooding in, he hopped on social media with a video response, and he wasn't holding back. He told folks to stop blowing up his phone about King, making it clear, I know my son.
Much criticism as I receive about my son, I would like to shed light on the fact we all got bad-ass kids, okay? Now listen, don't make it seem like I'm the only one on here who got bad-ass kids. I'll take the good with the bad and just let them know, you going to prison if you keep it up. I don't wish it on him, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish it on him, and I love him through it. Whatever he going through, I love him through it. And I can't say he a great kid enough.
He said they've had plenty of father-son talks, and King knows exactly what's right and what's dead wrong. T.I. didn't sugarcoat it either. He admitted King's a good kid chasing after the wrong hype, but he's gonna handle it his way. No outside opinions needed. But this whole situation, straight up chaos. King's name kept showing up in police reports too, like a lot. From missing court dates to nearly crashing into a squad car, it just kept getting worse. Then came the traffic stop that turned up weed and a loaded gun in his car. Oh, and let's not forget, he was also hit with a charge for driving with an expired license in 2022. This dude stays in hot water. And of course, every time something goes down, the blame gets thrown right back at T.I. and Tiny.
Not just as his own man, but he want to go through the different challenges and adversities. He want to be tested and be graded on his response to whatever his skill set is in that area. Not,
critics keep saying they failed to raise him right, but now the drama just reached a whole new level. King's name lit up the tabloids again, this time for something way more explosive. A leaked video just surfaced, allegedly showing King in an intimate moment with another DL partner. And yeah, the internet lost its mind. Word is, the clip was even sent straight to T.I. and King's baby mama, Big Nana. The fallout, insane.
He's a passionate young man.
And, you're very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times. But the Lord ain't through with him yet.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, and he get better every day and learn from his mistakes the same way any of us did when we was that age.
Does he remind you of yourself when you was younger?
You know what he does? He reminds me of myself at a time in my life where I made the most egregious mistakes I could ever make. You know what I'm saying? And I paid dearly for them. But he has something that I never had.
Right.
And that's me.
Right.
And his mama. You know what I'm saying? He has a way of garnering attention for himself.
Social media exploded with debates on privacy, boundaries, and how families in the spotlight deal with personal scandals. When you're part of a famous household, nothing stays secret for long, and this one, it shook the table. This whole leaked video mess didn't just stir drama, it straight up sparked a war. A lot of folks are saying it was a calculated move to wreck whatever King had going on with his baby mama. And T.I., he looked straight up blindsided by it all. You could see it in his face. He didn't see this one coming, and now he's shook about how it might mess with his image. See, T.I. has always leaned heavy into that gangster hustler image. His lyrics, his energy, all of it screams street certified. But in a rap game that's still very hyper-masculine, having gay rumors swirling around his own son, that's a serious threat to his brand and how the streets see him. Now, behind the scenes, Insiders are whispering that T.I.'s been doing everything possible to keep that clip from spreading even more. He's trying hard to control the damage.
Everything the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
But he broke the mold when he...
They all got the same structure face.
It made me very special.
Who?
They just got different hairstyles.
But here's the kicker. Word is, Big Nana still got a copy. And that just makes the whole situation messier than ever. T.I. and Big Nana, they've never been tight. In fact, there's been tension since day one. T.I. has openly questioned why she stuck around, accusing her of chasing clout and trying to cash in off the family's name and money. Now that she allegedly has the video in her hands, people are starting to wonder what she really up to. And if that's not enough, there's even drama inside the family. T.I. and Tiny don't see eye to eye on how to handle the fallout. Tiny supposedly wants King to face it head on, get on camera, speak his truth, and shut the rumors down. But T.I., he wants everything kept low-key, handled in private. 2 parents, 2 different playbooks, and no clue who's gonna win this one. T.I. is moving in full panic mode. He's working overtime trying to bury this scandal deep underground. His main focus, protecting his own image and that of the Harris family brand. But that move is backfiring fast. Now the streets are buzzing, saying T.I. only cares about how he looks to the public, not about how all this chaos is hitting his son. The bad dad talk is coming back around and smacking him hard. But in the middle of all this madness, there was one bright spot. On November 5th, 2024, Big Nana and King welcomed a baby boy, son King Jr. The news went viral after King shared the moment on Instagram, posting a sweet message with a crown and blue heart, and even dropping a track called Dear Son. It was giving proud dad energy all the way. King looked over the moon to be a father, but then boom, here come the rumors creeping in like smoke. Word started swirling that King might not be the baby's biological father. That's when everything started spiraling again. People started whispering that Big Nana wasn't 100% sure who the real father was, but went ahead and pinned it on King anyway. Then came the real jaw dropper. Allegedly, a DNA test was done and revealed King ain't the daddy. Now it's a full-on social media storm. Fans flooded timelines with questions and hot takes, roasting King and calling Nana out. Some even claimed they'd been warning King from the jump, saying things like, "We told you she was a ratchet." But King didn't stand alone. His big sis, Zonique, stepped in fast and shut down the rumors, calling the DNA test talk completely false and defending her brother hard. Tiny wasn't about to sit quiet while folks came for her family. She hopped on Instagram with a picture-perfect Christmas post, showing the whole Harris crew smiling like nothing ever happened. It was giving "we're good over here" vibes, clearly a classy clapback to the trolls throwing dirt on their name. Tiny stepped into full-on mama bear mode, doing what she does best, protecting her cubs no matter what. Meanwhile, King, he's playing it cool, real cool. Even with all this drama swirling around, he still took to social media and shared sweet pics of his baby boy. But when it comes to the big question, the rumors, the scandal, the paternity whispers, King's lips are sealed. He hasn't addressed any of it directly. What he has done, though, is open up about being a young dad in a few interviews. He got real about the struggle, saying he's barely getting sleep with the little guy waking up before the sun and keeping him up all night. That new dad life is clearly hitting him hard, but he's embracing it. In one video, he looked proud, even glowing as he shared his son's cute nickname and talked about their daily routines. It's clear King is falling into fatherhood, and it might just be the thing that levels him up. He ended the clip by telling fans to tap in on Snapchat to catch behind-the-scenes moments with his son, and honestly, he looked genuinely happy, and that's something to celebrate.
A lot of people hit me up like, "King, I know you tired, you ain't getting no sleep," and the truth be told, before this look, I ain't been getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just been outside working, lifestyle. You know, lifestyle just lifing. You know what I'm saying? And but now I'm damn sure not getting no sleep. Just up every morning. And then around the morning time, he like to do that little live concert I be doing with him. And he like to walk around the house. So that's what I've been dealing with. But if y'all want to come see what I'm going through early in the morning with Lil Junior, I call him Lil Jack Jack as a baby, cause Jack Jack from... Anyway, y'all want to see what we doing? Tap in on the Snapchat.
But just when we thought we were done, the story takes another sharp left. Those whispers about King, they've got roots. And now it's time to dig deep and drag up some long-lost tea on his brother, Messiah. Messiah, King's older half-brother, also grew up in front of the cameras, part of the famous Harris family lineup we saw on their hit reality series.
All right, King. You like this girl? Mm-hmm. You know, I read that letter she gave you. She said she gonna break your balls if you break her heart. That's what she said. How long you gonna be with her, King?
What?
Because she gonna break your balls, right?
But unlike King, Messiah always played it low-key. He wasn't out here chasing clout or putting his business in the streets. Real reserved, real chill. But then things got weird. Messiah suddenly vanished from the show as he got older. At first, nobody really questioned it. It just seemed like he wanted privacy. But that disappearance just so happened to line up with a wild rumor that hit the net. Folks were whispering that Messiah was in a same-sex relationship, and things exploded when some provocative photos started making rounds online. And trust, it was scandalous. Right after that, speculation blew up, and once again, T.I. was at the center. Word is, T.I. wasn't too happy about Messiah's alleged sexuality. The talk around town was that T.I. wanted no part of it, and even pushed Messiah off the show to avoid damaging the tough guy image he worked so hard to build. A lot of people believe T.I. didn't want anything out there that might rattle his street rep. Sound familiar? This whole thing mirrors the drama happening with King, and T.I.'s reaction is looking real suspect every time this type of stuff comes up. Now, to be fair, there's no solid proof that T.I. pushed Messiah off the show because of any personal issue. In fact, others said it was just about logistics. Messiah was in college, and that hectic class schedule had him booked and busy. Between exams, lectures, and staying focused on building his own career, he just didn't have time to film anymore. So yeah, it could have been scandal. Or maybe he was just growing up and getting serious about his own path. Either way, his sudden fade out left people with a lot of questions. Messiah's out here doing his own thing now. He switched lanes from the spotlight and is quietly building his music career as a blues artist. Still private, still mysterious, and staying all the way out of messy headlines. As for King, let's be real, he never had a regular childhood. This man grew up with cameras in his face, literally since diapers. All he's ever known is lights, action, and drama. So of course, his teenage years got rocky. Like a lot of folks, he rebelled, but his rebellion landed him in the middle of real-life run-ins with the law. But now, fatherhood might be turning things around. Ever since his son was born, King's been looking more grounded, like he's really trying to step into his grown man era. And honestly, that's something worth celebrating. Now, we gotta hear from you. What do you think is really going on here? Is King still on the DL? Did Big Nana play him dirty? And is King Jr. actually his biological son? Or was that DNA drama real? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get into it. And hey, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and tap the bell so you never miss out on the wildest, realest celebrity drama out there. We've got more jaw-dropping tea coming your way. Catch you in the next one.